Well, I wanted to just encourage your other listeners to maybe, if they're thinking of a New Year's resolution, to look up your old write up on your 100 memory verse challenge. Well, the way you describe how you ought to learn the verses is really great. It doesn't involve any apps, so it's still good. And reading the written word and knowing where to find it is critical. Yeah. And the context that you provide for a lot of the verses was immediately helpful right after I started, when I had an encounter with a Jehovah's Witness. We have more of those up here than we do Mormons. Right. So I had substituted some verses, and your 1-2 punch of Psalm 102 verses 25 through 27 related to Hebrews chapter 1, 8 and 10 was immediately helpful, as well as John chapter 12 referring to Isaiah's vision, in chapter 6. This lady was absolutely floored when she, I didn't steamroll her. Actually, watching your interactions with cultists has been so helpful in understanding what it is they believe, trying to demonstrate compassion and not steamroll them or proof text them to death, but let them kind of get into the mix, like they're helping you out. And then when I asked her simple questions like, "Can you please show me where Jesus is created?" She was searching for the verse. She didn't have them memorized, and I did. So I had her verses memorized, and I went, "Are you looking for Colossians chapter 1, verse 15?" And then I told her what it was, and then I even pointed out that her translation, the New World Translation, added the word "other" in there when they're talking about all things created by Christ. So I just wanted to encourage people to go ahead and go back to that, and if your advice on that is just really helpful, and it's been an excellent way to memorize verses. Yeah, there's no two ways about it. And actually, I think, for me anyways, it is a little bit easier to memorize a text of Scripture when A, you know its context, and B, you know what it may end up, how you may end up using it. I just know that in my mind, if I know that this is information I may end up needing while on a street corner with 10 more missionaries around me, or in someone's home with Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, it sticks better. It just, I don't know why, it just sticks better. I can still remember all sorts of dead Muslim leaders' names, but like I said, I go to Target and I can't remember what in the world I'm supposed to get. So it's just that's how I work, and I think there's some others that have that as well. What he's referring to, of course, are the 100-verse memory systems that I wrote up. Well, I remember I did the what do you look at Twitter? There's nothing on Twitter. I wrote up, I remember writing the 100-verse memorization system in our teeny tiny office, our 2-room office on North 16th Street. And I remember the most advanced pieces of equipment we had back then. I wrote that on a compact, quote unquote, compact portable. And we had one copy machine. That's all we had at that time. That was it. It was a long time ago, but you know what? God's truth doesn't change. So I'm glad you found that to be useful, and people can find all that if they just look up 100 verse at aomin.org in the search box, and it should pop it right up. And it's not on my Twitter screen. Sorry about that. Well, he put I'm being told, though it's not showing up on my feed, that the link is on Twitter, so folks can find that if it shows up on yours, it doesn't show up on mine. Anyways, Jeff, I appreciate it up there in New Hampshire, and keep talking to those folks, because you're their best hope. Well, thank you very much.